What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. Today on the table in front of us is one of my favorite knives of all time. This is the ADV Mega Butcher, but this is not the knife this video is about, which you know if you've read the description. One of the things about this knife that I love is how enormous it is. This is a 10-inch monster knife. But you know what? Even someone who loves big knives as much as I do, periodically, that's too much knife. I mean, it just is. So what do? Well, you carry this instead. I picked this up at a Bay Area Knife Collectors Association meeting last night out in the South Bay. This is the 2016 Classic Butcher by ADV. As you can see, it is much the same knife as the Mega Butcher. It's just a little smaller. Now I say a little smaller because this is not a small knife by any stretch of the imagination. If we put it up against our old friend the Rat Model 1, you can see that it is considerably larger than the Rat 1, and this is a pretty big knife. But it still is less big in such a way that allows me to carry it more often and in different ways. Let's put this beautiful beast away. Oh, that's so good. Well, no, before we do that, let's look at the differences. As I mentioned, this one is obviously smaller. On this one, the fuller runs the full length of the blade. On the Mega Butcher, it is a partial fuller, as you can see. The Mega Butcher has more of a swedge at the tip, where the Classic Butcher does not. This one has a thumb disc. This is a pure flipper. And I'm okay with all of that. Beyond that, they share a number of characteristics. I even measured it out, and the pocket clip screws are actually the same distance. They're the same, they just have different clips, which I think is really cool, as you can see. This is a wonderful knife. Now, the hamon that you're seeing here is in fact not real. This is a single S35VN blade. It's not layered or wrapped or anything. This is a blade coating that is mimicking a hamon, but I'm okay with that because I think it looks beautiful. They went ahead and polished it out in the fuller. This is, for me, and this is the same of all ADV knives, this is why I love them so much, the perfect size knife. It fits my hand like it was absolutely made for it. This one is much simpler in design than either of my other ADVs, and I actually have 4 now. We'll get to that a little later. It is titanium, it is S35VN, it is running on bearings. It has a beautiful milled clip that fits in and out of the pocket just exceptionally well. There's a little roller ball here to help with that. This is a great knife by any stretch of the imagination. How great? Well, I sold my Chavez 228 so that I could buy this. No, it wasn't an equal swap. I ended up with a little extra cash in my pocket, which was nice. But that knife was wonderful. I think the Chavez 229 is a better knife all the way around. So I had the opportunity to sell the 228 and get something that I really enjoy. And so I did. So let's do some specs, he said in an oddly loud voice. This is 1, 2, 3 3/4 of cutting surface. It is 4 inches of S35VN. The overall knife is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches long. The blade itself is just about an inch. Yep, just about 1.25 inches tall. It is heavy because it's a big knife, but man, I do love this knife. I really do. It shares some features, as I said, with its bigger cousin here. It's got this wonderful jimping at the back of the blade, which locks into your thumb very well. Both of them are exceptionally comfortable in hand. Of course, it doesn't hurt if you've got big old mitts like mine. But this, well, this is a showpiece for a lot of reasons. This is a considerably more carryable knife, and I really dig that. I guess I collect ADV knives now. It's always fun to realize that you have built sort of a collection. I have the Classic Butcher, I have the Mega Butcher, I have the Pathfinder, and I also have the Ronin, which is a collab with Reich, which I will be sharing with you guys in a little while. These are not inexpensive knives. I still love inexpensive knives. I had a video earlier where I shared one of my all-time favorites. This is the Land 912 in 12C27 in steel. This is a $21 knife. It will do everything you want all day long. You don't buy these for that. You buy these and this kind of knife, these mid-tech knives, because you like the designer's eye for knives. You like the way they feel in your hand. You like the aesthetics of them and the function of them. And that is where I am with ADV knives. I think they're beautiful. I think they're beastly, but I think they're beautiful. I guess that's about it for now. I'm going to spend some time with this, carrying it in the pocket. I will come back and do a more full sort of everyday carry review on it down the road. For now, if you have any questions about these knives or even this budget knife or any of the knives that you've seen on my table ever, feel free to ask down in the comments. I would love it if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel. It would be great to have you here on a regular basis. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.